Hey, Michael. I sent you an email back. I do recall Cowtown Insurance. I just recall we didn't do anything. I actually found some notes from a long time ago, but I clicked the link to the website you gave me. And because I've already gone past the security block because the security certificate has expired, that does not meet Google Core Vitals. And then the speed of the site looks like the pictures are not compressed. There's a lot of written jargon everywhere. So, I mean, what's the goal of the website? To educate people on insurance or to capture leads, right? To quote more people, right? Uh, Folks are not going to read as much as it's written on some of these other pages that I've already looked. This turns into like if we do a inspect for mobile view, look at the size of that button. So you can tell it was pretty much a novice, and it's not quite fitting right. But anyway, I mean that's powerful. 46 years in business. What's a shame is when you look at the Google My Business page, there's no reviews in 46 years in business. So I would have got the guy's testimonials, or is there any like, you know, um, you know, Department of Insurance, or is there any awards or recognition that his business has, being in business that long? Because there's nothing that tells me that he's fantastic other than that's pretty solid, right? Veterans love that. So those are good, up front. But you see these paragraphs, by the time you get to mobile, man, there's somebody reading those. Now, the let's get in touch, that's just asking for a butt whooping. Germany, Russia, Ukraine, they're spamming the crap out of places. So, like, I would rather have, like, let's get in touch. It just, like the request a quote needs to be a form, right? And this thing's going to take forever. So, there's a howdy, what are you after? And then you fill it out and send it. So that's cool, right? There is no security here for like reCAPTCHA to prevent bots from hitting it. And then at the same time, I'm sure he's not getting any spam right now because the bots aren't going to wait for a site this slow, right? Um, isn't that funny? The bots won't do that. But, there's a census form, a lot of written stuff. It would have been cool to maybe get some of this. And looks like these are testimonials, right? So those I would actually have up higher, laid over at the at the fold of the header. Personally, the contact us, I don't even do that form anymore. I'll still do that page, but because of the last 12, 18 months, that they just get spammed to death with bots here. So we just eliminate the form and we take away the numbers and create office, a phone icon, mobile phone icon, and an email icon without spelling it out. People just click and go, click and call, click and email, right? Especially on their mobile device. So, I mean, the goal is if this is a WordPress, um, it's hosted by some small company, Orange something, and LLC, and the license for the theme that they use is actually split between him and some other business that they used it for. So, I mean, typically if I have a multi site license, it's my agency status, but everybody gets their own copy. In this case, they're using the same copy, child or not, for this gentleman and somebody else. SSL is expired. That's the reason. It's about 200 and something days ago that it expired. So you're not even meeting core vitals, even though they got a Google My Business listing, that they're not serving anybody up to this site because the latency, the speed, and then security is not there. So those are important things. I could take this site and make it what it needs to be. I can give you like a tip here about the About Us. There's a great picture of him on a horse, but I would have like a video player button here. So nice picture. It's a little too big. You might need to cut it down some. I mean, I bet $100 it's not compressed. But could we get him to say this stuff on a video and put that video there, right? Um, you know, Separate yourself from the canned written content because that's not that's not working today. I mean, you want some, but not a lot. And these forms, let's get in touch. You're just asking for it. There's no reCAPTCHA anything anywhere. But he's not getting anybody through the site. It's too slow, not secured. Most people are bouncing out because when you go through the security window, like I had to first, just to get to this, most people aren't even going because they're getting warned by Google not to proceed, to go back to safety. So we could fix that. Probably we want to pull the hosting over to our control so he doesn't ever have this again. And that's $379 a year. We include SSL for free. And then we charge on the annual basis on the hosting. And then, I don't know. It'd be about $1,000 for me to reconfigure this. And then you guys would have to add for you. So then we're back at almost rebuilding it. I mean, to fix something is almost just as much as rebuilding it because you can see what somebody did. It looks, nice, but that UIX is so important today. And you can tell it was a novice that built this. And they didn't even really consider some things in mobile, like making sure the button was at least reasonably visible, right? Anyway, there you go, man. Thanks.